We've got a pair of 144s on screen right now. This is the narrow-belted one, 144-1. These 144s are sired by Dash 8. And, again, Dash 8 is the Stay Classy that Hilty bred out of a sow that came from here. She was a Blind Luck, Verbatim Roxy. We used Dash 8 with Hilty exclusively there that first season. The results were incredible. We had some bears that fed really well last summer. He eventually sold to SGI there in the exchange, and we used him again in the fall. We sold some pigs again this fall, and then, naturally we used him again for this crop. So we're very high on this board. We're going to continue to use him. Love the way the pigs feed. They are pretty immature at this stage, and I will tell you that, a couple of the better ones that left here in the fall were pretty immature. The kind that were sort of hard to convince people to feed them, and I can tell you that they're happy they're feeding them now. So, I would put these in that same category. Again, this is Dash 1 on screen right now, and he is plenty immature compared to a lot of other ones in the sale. But for those that have the feeding kind of patience for pigs that are built like this, that have incredible skeletons, they can reach off both ends. They've got extra extension where they need it. Their hips are long. Their front ends are long. They've still got stout skulls, and they've got some feature to go with it. I think, all roads point to these Dash 8s, and these 144s are very, very indicative of what those pigs look like at this stage. The other one out here is the smaller one of the pair, Dash 3. He's a little shorter bodied, smaller pounds-wise, and again, I don't think those are negative things. I think his upside's still just as strong as his brothers. Again, those pigs, they just start out a little greener than some. But this one's kind of the shorter, more compact one. I think his proportions are perfect for a barrow. He's got a neat black spot there on the right side of his belt. And, I think, for those of us around here, we've seen him grow up and we've seen him develop, and we've got, confidence in him. When folks come in here and look through the pigs, I think they see these and they read them skinny and they read them green and they read them, obviously more immature than their pen mates, and that's okay. But I can tell you, based on the way they fed last spring and the way they're feeding this winter, that this is right where you need to be if they're sired by Dash 8. The mother of the 144s is out of Never Before 112. We've talked about him a time or two, and I think those sows are going to continue to show up. So again, out here we've got 144-3. He's got the black spot on his belt, and then his slightly bigger brother that's more narrow belted, that's 144-1.